Bow, 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 bow. Let's get it. Now we about to watch the Cam Newton, Corey Holcomb interview. I saw the reels from this shit. It looked like it's crazy. Crazy. Let's go.
I created Funky Friday to have people live in their truth.
But you have to be responsible for having me on your show, because having me on your show comes with controversy. Where even though I am a stand-up comedian primarily, I'm also a preacher. I do things to give people the light without the Bible in my hand, because I didn't read the Bible all the way through, but I did listen to it on audio.
But I'm a call cap on something real quick. You buy Gucci?
No, Gucci got an outlet store. I'm not paying top dollar for it. I just don't believe Stephen A. Smith is gonna say nothing in reality. He has to say what will make his boss happy.
Who has more influence, T.I. or Kim Kardashian?
T.I. was a platinum rapper. This bitch bust down for the game. That's all she did.
When you look at the BBL epidemic.
Because I know that's mental illness, to let somebody crack your ass open, put some Air Jordan shit up in there, and sew it back up.
Is there ever a situation where a
Air
female
Jordan shit in there.
Never. How the female gonna leave?
That's a form of sexism.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Do you see how that comes off as?
No. Cam, you said you got a kid?
Yes, sir.
You don't make broken homes. Women make broken homes.
What?
Ain't no such thing as a man creating a broken home.
Will Smith and Jada, they've been open about they have an open relationship.
But Will like guys.
Huh? You can't just say that because that's slang. You're talking to a person.
I've paid for it.
We don't play like that. Sean Diddy Combs, Hugh Hefner. What's the difference here?
One black, one white. They're not gonna let you leave with the money. The people who are really in charge of the music industry killed our best artists. Michael Jackson was murdered. Prince was murdered. Whitney Houston was murdered. This is what I believe. I don't care how in awe I am of you right now. You are not gonna tell me you up here for one person.
You're trying to deflect back to me.
No, I would never do you like that. You saying it ain't no other woman but the one woman?
Yes.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where's she a doctor at? Because I've done the research.
And it was what?
I don't see doctor nowhere.
Question, why do you support Trump over Kamala?
Well, I think you should know. I don't vote. I speak more for the bigot to show you who he is than the girl who a bigot and don't want nobody to know it. What they see on TV is bullshit. That's why it's on TV. Tell, lie, vision. I'm not one who goes around preaching hate, but I like to call out bullshit.
The cost of rent, groceries, and utilities is too high. Here's what we're going to do about it. We will lower your food and grocery bills by going after price gougers and crack down on landlords who are charging too much. You work hard for your paycheck. You should get to keep more of it.
That's crazy. That was the promo.
Hey, hold on, stop. We're going to get back to the content at hand. But I have your attention. I need you to go to iconicsaga.com and become an icon today. That's ad-free content, exclusive giveaway. Become an icon today. Just $1 a month.
$1
Hey,
a month.
You!
What's up?
Real quick.
What's up?
Come in closer.
You got a bird on your head.
Closer.
You got, whoa, big dog. Hey, don't be whispering at me, cuz you bugging. Hold on.
Yo, what's good? What's popping?
Noodles.
What it is, what it ain't, what it could be, what it should be, what it would be. Cam Newton, the son, Mr. Boogie, they all here with another episode of Funky Friday. And I promise, I really do promise to give good content for the masses. But most of all, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to keep it funky for your asses. And nobody does it better than my next guest. He's an actor. He's a comedian. He's a radio host.
You're funny nigga.
And he also is a father. I present to some and introduce the others. Mr. Corey Holcomb.
What's up, baby?
You're fly, ain't you?
Hey, I'm doing something different. This is colorful. This is it's something different.
What that is? What that?
It's that thing. I got it. Hey, Westbrook. This your
blanket.
Russell Westbrook.
Shout out to
Honor the gift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all start giving me free shit.
Yeah.
Spanish
Oh, you
nanny.
paid for that?
Yeah, I bought it.
You should.
Bought the
You
whole
know, I
outfit.
patronize the brothers who out here doing things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got it.
Yes, sir.
I ain't rich, but I got enough to go in the store and take care of what I got to take care of,
Right.
especially when
Money
a
on
brother
that?
doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm a call cap on
All
something.
right, bro.
What happened? Give it to me.
You buy Gucci?
No, Gucci got an outlet store. I don't fuck anybody got an outlet store. I'm not paying top dollar for it. I go, Louis Vuitton ain't got an outlet store. They burn their shit before they give it to broke motherfuckers. So that's why I buy Louis Vuitton. Gucci got an outlet store.
No, they
Anybody buy Gucci got outlet stores. Trust me.
A real Gucci outlet store.
Gucci got outlet store. You don't know nothing about it because it ain't nothing for you to buy Gucci. But
trying
all
to
the
buy
broke
one of them
motherfuckers, they
turbans.
know what an
It
outlet
was
store is,
brown
don't
all the
you?
way out.
Broke motherfucker got on a Gucci purse.
I
You
ain't fucking-
motherfucker got it for half price. That's like not even having Gucci. Gucci on sale ain't Gucci. Motherfucker. Go ahead, my bad. I went off right there because I don't like outlet stores, but they charge us top dollar for it. I bought a Gucci bag. I think it was like $4,000. I saw it at the outlet, $1,500. I thought I was at the airport doing something big, but goddamn it, they had the Gucci bag for $1,500. Niggas who ain't doing what I'm doing can afford it. It ain't worth getting it.
Shit, I went down a walk in New York and a couple of walks down the street in Atlanta. I seen a doggone Gucci purse. Would you pay for $1,500 or?
At the outlet, it was $1,500, but I paid $4,000.
I'd take you to a place that you pay $50.
They got the Gucci looking bags.
No. It's Gucci.
It's real Gucci? How's it real Gucci for $50?
In your mind, it's Gucci. Shit. Got the same label, got the same all that.
Ain't Gucci.
But to my point, I was saying, a lot of
that
times,
zipper ain't shit though.
Made in
no,
the same
no.
factory.
Oh, that leather,
No, it
that
ain't.
leather strip, it's gonna be stretched out. It's gonna be stretched out. It's gonna be all out there. But what I'm saying is, so Honor the Gift is a Black-owned business from Russell Westbrook.
Yes.
Right. Oftentimes, a lot of people say, "Give me free shit," or "Let me get a discount," or "Let me do this, let me do that." Not to make it a big issue, but Honor the Gift needs your patronage. They need your money. When you go to Gucci, Louis, fucking
or like
Rolex, them niggas ain't gonna look at you and be like, "I'm gonna give you 15% off because I really like you." It's just like, no, we're not bending. We're not negotiating with you. Either you can get it at store value or not. So it's a lot of hypocrisy in regards to having it and not having it. I remember one time a dude
all the way up to his
was actually
ear.
here at Fellowship, and he was like, "Yeah, bro, every time I buy Gucci, they give me a discount."
I ain't even see the
I'm like, bro, that's not Gucci.
That shit too high.
No, yeah. I mean, I don't know who you
Kinda
know.
both
But
that.
sometimes you got to hook up though. Sometimes you got to hook up. I got to hook up at the airline. It's Spirit, but
That's not
bitches
Italian.
who ain't been nowhere don't know the difference.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I
Willy
put them
Wonka
on
cut.
Spirit,
That's what that
bring
is.
them to come see me. I ain't dissing Spirit, but I wouldn't fly that
Right.
motherfucker. But you know what I'm saying? It's expensive to fly girls where you want them to be,
Yeah.
but Spirit is out there.
Where do
As
you
long as
find
they ain't got a lot of bags with them,
peach
the
colored
flight is really
t-shirt to match your
$150.
peach hat?
Yeah.
But if you got
That's
bags with you, they be taxing your ass.
That's not quite salmon.
Man,
I get
Spirit, boy,
fast
they
class.
knock you upside the head.
That
You
ain't-
want some water on that plane? They be like, well,
Pepto?
credit card, please.
The,
You know what I'm
That
saying?
ain't Pepto.
I'm really looking forward to the things that we're gonna cover over
What a match the
this
band on
episode
the
of
top
this
of the
interview,
hat, cuz.
or as I would like to call it, fuck the podcast. We just gonna have
With
a
the
candid
doctors.
conversation.
And didn't I tell you, give it to me.
Yes, sir.
Don't hold
Slow
nothing
down.
back.
Anklet.
Slow down. Slow down.
Oh, yeah, that didn't
Got
sound
on the
right.
anklet.
Slow down. We listen. We in this
Got on
day
the
and age
anklet,
now. We gotta make sure that everything is out there in the open, so it ain't no type of.
No, everything cool. I ain't seen no baby oil since I've been up in this motherfucker. I swear to God, everything cool. If you don't make jokes about it, man, that means something wrong with you. Look, when something happened, you ain't never got to rub it in. I don't like people who rub it in. But you got to say something about the stuff that people think you're not supposed to say something about if you want to be remembered. If you say everything is easy to talk about, anybody going to remember that. You got to say something. When you see somebody slip and fall, you make sure they good. After you see they good, you be like,
Yo, dumb ass.
Get your pussy ass up. That's how you really supposed to do it.
But if they really hurt though.
If they hurt, you got to hold the laugh in.
But that don't mean you ain't gonna laugh.
You got to laugh, man. If you hold in a laugh, you're cheating yourself.
Facts.
A laugh is the most genuine thing that you can do. It's one of the, listen, when people come to my comedy shows, sometimes a lot of guys can't laugh because they are in a situation where they being ran by their lady. So they do this. Because, you know, I talk about things that they go through. It's just they feel like I'm not supposed to talk about it, like abortion. Bitches kill kids. Bitches kill kids more than anybody. So when I make jokes about this, I don't expect you to not laugh because your lady don't want you to laugh. You're supposed to laugh, argue in the car. That's what a real relationship is. If you don't argue with your woman, and every once in a while, don't ever hurt your woman. Don't ever punch your woman or nothing. Sometimes you got to hold her head to the glass just to let her know you're stronger than her. If she don't know you're stronger than her, she going to talk crazy. Hold her head to the glass. I mean, even if she called a cop, ain't no proof you held her head to the glass. At least that's how I live. Hold her head to the glass. When they see they really can't lift their head, I mean, do this again, they be like, okay. That's what it's all about. Male dominance. You gotta establish male dominance if you care about your woman. If you're around your woman and she think that you are equal to her, you're gonna have to put up with the bullshit. Every girl I've been with over 6 months, head to the glass. Go ahead, Cam. My bad. I ain't mean to get carried away. I'm a little fired up. I'm here with you, brother. One of the best to ever do it, by the way. Cam,
shit, that's terrible.
Is there ever a joke that's off limits in comedy?
Sometimes.
Like what?
Somebody just died and you know the person. Got to hold off for at least a week. The funeral is the best time to crack honest jokes about somebody you love who passed. Like my homeboy, rest in peace, Sco Bubble from Atlanta. Everybody know him, or a lot of people know him. When he died, everybody was making jokes about the suits he used to wear and everything, but it was coming from a good place. That's what I'm saying. You can joke about anything, but sometimes timing, like if you see somebody get hit by a car, and you be like, damn, his head said, that ain't cool. But later on, at the funeral or something like that, you can make a joke if you think it's gonna hit. But if it don't hit, just say, fuck it, my bad. That's what I do.
So
my bad.
You think talking about abortion is gonna hit every time, or
the way I talk about abortion, everybody can't do it. Some people try, it don't work for them. In this business, Cam, I think I got you by some years. Well, I know I do. When you got people who are talented, you have to recognize their talent and understand talented people can't have untalented people around them, because untalented people will do things to sabotage the talented person just because they know they can't never match that.
Wow.
Like if you are a good swimmer and you hang with somebody who's not as good as you, they're going to try to do something to say you ain't swimming right or something like that. This might sound crazy, but this is real. If you got somebody around you who's not just as talented as you, on the same level as you, they're going to start getting mad just when they see you shine.
We all talented.
That's how life go. A lot of people don't know that. In fact, them people who ain't as talented as you, they'll make you think that you are a bad person for displaying your talent. They try to hold you back. That's my opinion and what I have seen. Every time I had somebody that wasn't talented up close on me, they wind up being my enemy. They wind up being somebody who despised me.
In the industry or just in personal?
In anything. If you go to an orgy with somebody, if that one dude can't fuck like you, he gonna say, oh, he stink. That's how it go. People who can't do it like you can't be right up there on you unless they put in check. Be like, look, now you know you can't fuck like me, so don't be getting mad later on, goddammit. Don't bring your girl around me either, because I know what's gonna happen. Because I know who I am. That's what you got to do to people like that.
So
non-talented people got to get checked.
In that situation, you created the scenario. Do they go first or do they go last?
Well, it doesn't matter when they go. They're not going to be able to do what you do. And that's what you got to remember. If you're the talented person, you're vulnerable to the person who's not talented. The person who's not talented is going to hold you back because they know they can't keep up with you.
That's crazy.
I'm talking to all of the people who come with talent. If you come with some type of talent, understand the people around you, if they're not on your level, they have to be checked and put in their level.
Okay. So I see what type of time you on.
There it is.
But let me reel it back.
Okay.
Real quick. Corey, where you from?
I'm from Chicago.
Okay. The real Chi-Town. Like, are you talking about Chirac, Chi-Town?
I grew up around all them 7-4 niggas. What up, y'all? Y'all good?
So when did we understand that, oh, I'm the funny nigga? And now understand this, there's a lot of things in our culture that, being a funny nigga comes with his perks of like, oh yeah, that's Corey, that's the funny nigga. But also it's like, when you serious, it's like, man, nigga, relax. You the jokester, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you been able to balance that growing up in Chicago?
I think people will vote if they knew how it affected their lives. Is your kid going to a good school? Is your mom getting the health care that she needs? Well, that's tied to voting. Vice President Harris?
Literally every advertisement is about voting.
Balance it. You just have to, your work you put in is going to determine who you are. I crack jokes, but I also say a lot of things that people can build off of. All of the time, people walk up to me and be like, man, you know what, I was going through it with my girl, but after what you said, man, I get it. It ain't nothing. It's just a thing. It happens. You get what I'm saying? So through time, I've put in enough work where even though I am a stand-up comedian primarily, I'm also a preacher. I do things to give people the light without the Bible in my hand. So that's the difference between me and the average preacher. The average preacher walks around holding the Bible. I make quotes that are Bible-like that I didn't even read out the Bible because I didn't read the Bible all the way through, but I did listen to it on audio. I don't know if that, is that the same thing if you listen to the audio, if you read?
What version?
Whatever version was on that audio. It started out with Adam and Eve. Eve, you a funky bitch. We living in sin because of your ass, goddammit. Eating from the forbidden tree ass. Go ahead.
This ain't blasphemy.
What is blasphemy? What that mean? I heard of it before. I just want to make sure I know what it means.
Okay, so when you take quotes out of the Bible and you turn it in a way that it wasn't intended for it to kind of be.
So how was it intended? I said that just, I'm throwing it back at you.
Yeah.
The Bible is intended for people to read it. Now, my interpretation of the Bible, how can it be wrong? The first lie ever told was when the devil lied to Eve when she was out there in the forest without her man. He was like, hey, come here, bitch, you ever ate from this tree right here? Eve was like, no, we ain't supposed to eat that. And then the devil was like, bitch, eat the motherfucking apple. Then after she ate the apple, she got Adam to eat the apple, and then God kicked him out the garden. This is what happens when your bitch is out there by herself. If your woman is in the street by herself, she is in danger. The devil is going to get to her and make her do stuff she wouldn't have did if you was with her. What? If you was with her, the devil would have been like, y'all want this? You'll be, hey, man, go on with that bullshit, man. But if your woman in the street without you, the devil can get to her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is my interpretation of the Bible. That's why God kicked them out the garden, because they ate from the forbidden tree. God was like, God damn, Adam, how you let the bitch eat the apple? You know, Adam was like, you gave me the bitch, what I'm supposed to do with it? So it went bad. And we started living in sin. We didn't start dying until Eve and Adam both. They ate from the forbidden tree. He was listening to his bitch. You ain't supposed to listen to your bitch extensively. You're supposed to love your woman, but if she talk too much, you got to cut her off. Every time my woman talking to me, if she say more than 10 words at a time, I'll be like, just wait. God damn it, you're talking to me. You don't get me to listen to you. I don't need to listen to you.
Hey,
throw me a
words
text or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'll read it at my will. That's how it's supposed to go. You ain't supposed to have a long conversation with your woman. I know this sounds like it's crazy because you younger than me, Cam. You younger than me. I don't know how much I got you by.
See, for me, I don't judge.
You don't judge?
No.
Oh, okay, that's cool then.
No. So everything that you got going on, it's my job to ask you the questions. Your job to
remind me of somebody I know.
And we're just gonna have a funky ass conversation.
Like I said upstairs when we was first talking, I think you try to be a gentleman. I really think I think you go out your way to be a gentleman. This is what I think. Okay. I can't say it's a fact, but I think you try to be a gentleman. Do you know in this world that we live in now, that's going to be held against you because you conduct yourself as a gentleman? People will talk to you like you stupid.
Facts.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, I know we was gonna get to the shit, but I saw I saw a heifer.
I see where you're going.
He judged me.
I said, no, I'm just trying to. I'm telling you, we driving together. We're gonna get to Dr. Brown.
You driving. I'm following you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I can't let you speed.
Okay, cool.
Because it's a speed limit here.
Okay, cool.
You dig what I'm saying?
We'll save it for later.
What I'm trying to ask you, you've made a joke about abortion.
Of course.
You made a joke about the Bible.
Yes. Well, it wasn't a joke.
Okay.
These are facts.
Which is
These are facts.
that is subjective to how you think.
No. These are facts. Bitches kill kids. Ain't no doubt about it.
Okay.
Bitches kill kids.
Cool.
Is that a fact? I'm asking you.
I think it's a collective.
That's that gentleman bullshit I
No, it's just a fact.
Bitches kill kids.
It's a fact. So my question to you is: freedom of speech dead in comedy, or should it just be something where the get out of jail free card was, bro, it was a joke, bro?
Man, if y'all don't tap in real quick, cause
I think some people take advantage of that, but freedom of speech in comedy is going to go down with people like me who don't care about being blackballed, cancel culture, all that shit don't bother me. Hollywood's scared of me. And I believe Hollywood is scared of me because you got an alpha right here who might speak his mind. And if you speak your mind in Hollywood, they're going to get rid of you. Hollywood, you have to be controlled by the weak. The weak control Hollywood. The people who not really talented. The people who not really talented control Hollywood. They control the record industry. They basically run everything. The talented people are the people who don't make no money, but they create everything. In the end, you up out of here broke because you are one of the people who create. The creators don't really get money. You're the mule. Say that you're the mule. Well put, brother. You're the mule. All the people who making money off the creativity that's going on in the world are the motherfuckers who not creative. So when I get to Hollywood, I try to be as nice as I can because I'm really a nice guy, I think. I consider myself a nice guy, but they see the potential in me to say what they don't expect people in Hollywood to have the guts to say. So I'm an outcast Hollywood-wise, but the streets chose me. That's why I'm able to do what I want to do, shop where I want to shop, because the streets chose me. I love the streets. What's up, y'all?
What up, dog?
Fuck them motherfuckers.
Fuck them niggas.
But as you're giving this surface level kind of, or an abbreviation of what you've experienced Hollywood to be, is there any tangible examples that you could say, hey, I'm going to tell you a motherfucker who's extremely talented. He ain't getting paid what he's supposed to get paid, but Hollywood is using this motherfucker to blah, blah, blah.
That's everybody.
Like?
Listen.
Because I'm trying to weave through. I'm in this position to really kind of identify. I understand what you're saying. There's obviously certain truth to what's being said, but not knowing your story may be different than my story or experience, so to speak.
What up, dog?
What up, my brother?
What up? I'm seeing you. I'm like, this nigga. You can't not jump into this shit, cuz. It's too wild.
Yeah. This shit hilarious, bro.
Oh, for real. Nigga, we like 15, 20 minutes in. This shit crazy.
I did a show earlier with Bunny. I'm like, shit, I gotta jump back on this motherfucker. He wild.
What y'all do?
You can talk about me for a minute.
Oh, okay, I gotta check it out. All right, that's good.
He going.
That nigga wild.
Cam, I gotta tell you something, bro. What you saying now? This is what I think. You are programmed to think, let's make peace. But there is really no peace. It's people stepping on your motherfucking head and giving you scraps.
You ain't lying.
I'm sure when you played, you made some money, but it was scraps versus what you should have made. You should have had stock in the team in that little pussy ass town. And I love my people out there in Charlotte. The real motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying, the stadiums and things get filled up by people like you, people like Jordan, I'm talking about the people, the standout talent, but you don't get the amount of money you deserve. You selling these joints out. You should have stock in teams, if you get what I'm saying. The reason I'm bringing that up is to let you know, I'm not exaggerating at all. We don't get what we supposed to get because we are basically in chains. We're in ball and chains right now. But they give a couple of us a couple of dollars so we can shine and make people think it's something out there. But ain't nothing out there. We ain't got shit. They killing us in all kinds of ways. They putting crazy shit in the food now. And ain't nobody even checking them because we just live it out, live our time out, get cancer or something later on and die.
So is there any type of blockage to comedy, in your opinion? Or should it be a free world of, bro, in any type of creative process, I could talk about anything and should be able to talk about anything with how...
I think with comedy and all parts of entertainment, we need to go back to where there's talent scouts, scouting talent, and we get a chance to see the best of us instead of those that were chosen, like the industry plants. Our stars are chosen by the people who are in charge of Hollywood. We're not seeing the best talent. Trust me when I tell you, some of the best are in the underground, and when they show up and you see them perform, you say stuff like, oh my God, this person is really stand out. I don't know why this person isn't higher up in Hollywood. It's because they don't fit in Hollywood. Hollywood hasn't chosen them because they won't comply. Or some would comply if they got the opportunity. Sometimes they don't in life. They get that opportunity, but
you just
like
this nigga outfit is wild, dog.
Bro, like
what you got on, man?
What do you call that type of collar he got on? Because it's over the whole neck. It's like up to the ears.
You talking about Cam?
You said what?
You talking about Cam?
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck Cam. I'm talking about oh boy. I don't know what the fuck is he wearing.
That's his Spanish nanny's like blanket. That's what that is, bro. Like,
that shit wild, dog.
Let's see that. Yeah.
You just said a lot, but one of the things I want to kind of ask is, how long have you been in comedy?
Long time.
Like.
Then he got like.
He got the matching pink shirt to match the hat.
Missing out of his hat.
It's a little chunk. I think that's the type of hat though. I think that's kind of dope. The little chunk out the hat.
Chunk out the hat.
Yeah. But the outfit is I don't know. And he got the matching pants on too.
Where do you get that from, man?
I mean, I don't know if that's like high class luxury or if that's my homeboy like bought a sewing machine and went crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure.
Corey, I don't know. I don't think Corey went high class. This shit gotta be. It can't be that much, bro. Under $100.
$200? No, 100.
Max. I give you that. Max 200.
That hat about $450.
Corey Holcomb ain't spend no money.
That hat about $450 though.
Oh, word?
Yeah, that ain't no cheap hat, cause
with the trunk missing out of it.
Hey, that's on purpose though. Look at it. It's on purpose. It's edged up. It's edged up, cuz. It's like a little mountain in that boy.
All right. Hey.
He getting it with the hat. I like the hat.
I like the hat, man. The outfit is catchy.
I mean, after 40, you can do whatever.
Yeah, facts.
Who cares what anybody think? Our opinion don't matter. After 40,
you shouldn't care what nobody think after 40.
I would buy it with the matching hat and the matching t-shirt, the matching pink t-shirt from the beauty supply. Jumpsuit cost $750 and my t-shirt gonna be from the beauty supply because it matched the hat. Y'all got a pink.
Let's go. 30 some years.
30-something.
Yeah.
Seeing the dynamic of where comedy is now and where comedy used to be, how do you feel the state of comedy or entertainment is right now for you?
I don't care about comedy.
It sucks. We're not seeing the best talent. We're seeing the people who are willing to do what they
put niggas
are
on.
told to do. That's what's happening in Hollywood. And it's gonna sound like bitter grapes because I got people who I care about dearly who are doing well in Hollywood. People who have helped me. Like, oh man, Corey, come here. You know, they throw me a lick. I'm that dude. All he got to do is crack the door open. I'm like, cool. Like Nick Cannon, for example, he put me on his show, and I knew this would be a good commercial for me. You know what I'm saying? For people to see me. But they got stuff that they can't show on MTV that I said, but it rocked the crowd. And you know, I've talked about this with Nick before, but I expect it. I don't fit into that. And I'm not bitter at all. I don't fit into that. As long as I got the streets, as long as the streets can come see me, I'll be able to eat. But I wish that Hollywood wasn't set up only for those who will comply. We need to create a Hollywood of our own because we can do it if we really want to.
You also said something in regards to contracts, and we should be owed more, right? Cam's of the world to his impact to Charlotte, Michael Jordan with his impact to the overall NBA and sports as a whole. And even though the compensation is healthy, right? You see quarterbacks making upwards of $60 million a year.
This shit 3 hours long.
Get enough money to save the people. It's just they don't want the people saved. They want the people to stay right where they are. So when you're negotiating with your agent or whoever else they have you talking to, they've got an amount they've allotted to you, and you're going to take it because it's enough money for you to shine and walk past all the people. When I first got over here, I went to get some coffee, and I saw a man literally, when he was really in the garbage can eating in front of the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I say, man, come here, man. Come here. And I gave him $100. I say, man, listen, just promise me you will get a salad, and then you can buy whatever else you want with it. Put some green inside you. And of course, he was like, and I don't know if he really gonna buy the salad because he probably don't even know how much he need a salad eating out the garbage can. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't have enough money to save them because it's a lot of that going around by this big Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You know what I'm saying? We don't have enough money to save the people. They made enough money to save the people off what you did.
We have someone who wants to be president who has consistently attempted to use race to divide. And I think the American people want better than that. Want better than.
You said what?
So tired of these damn commercials, man.
Bro, dog.
Every other commercial.
Like this shit. Like it's really getting to the point where I don't know even how to say it. I'm getting 5 to 7 pieces of cardboard telling me to vote for Kamala Harris. I'm getting 4 or 5 calls a day. I'm getting 5 texts. Like every commercial is about it. It's like, come on, all right.
It's ridiculous, ain't it?
I know you spending that budget, but God, it's all like
I had a motherfucker call me.
Then she got Obama going crazy. If you ain't a man, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris type stuff, like, hold on, big dog. You cool and all, but hold on, my nigga.
He said
Be
that.
Cool. Be cool.
He said that.
Yeah, he said something similar to that. Don't quote me. It was something like that.
I had somebody call me random, man. One of them call me random talking about, are you voting for Kamala Harris? I'm like, wait a minute. But first he asked me who I'm voting for. I'm like, yo, dog, did you just ask me
who was this?
You way out of line, bro. Like, I'm not about to tell you who I'm voting for. Fuck off my line, man.
Nah, that shit is crazy, bro. And I got an absentee ballot. Like, nigga, I've been voted.
It's crazy, man. It's too much.
It's in the envelope. I just got to mail it off. Swear to God. Right?
Right for
him right here. I gotta mail it. Don't make me change my mind. I scratch that black circle out. You keep playing with me. Like, just let me be. You good. You got one. Just be cool.
Irritating, man.
That shit, man. Like, I don't even speak on politics or nothing like that. And it's just kind of like, yo, all right, nah, you gotta chill, because every commercial is about politics, and they going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I will say it's entertaining, but don't call my phone. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
I don't know. That's good. That was shit.
See, when we around our people, because we can't save all of them. All we can do is go broke trying to help some of them. You get what I'm saying? So when you say negotiate, we don't have the power to negotiate. We're allotted a certain amount of money, and you won't be making sense not to take it. Especially what you said when they pay quarterback.
For sure. But even to this point where you're explaining survivor's guilt or survivor's remorse. Shout out to LeBron.
That was a good TV show.
But
it was a good TV show.
What are we to do? Not work with the white man? Not work at Hollywood as a whole? Because there's a delusion here as a black man who is pro-black. Mm-hmm. Like in the famous words of Issa Rae, I'm going for anybody that's black. Straight up.
I believe you.
But when you speak on certain things in regards to black people look at it like, yo, bro, how dare you talk about black people? I use my platform to entertain, to inform, to impact.
I mean,
also, as far as inform and impact, under that should be accountability. I'm going to hold you accountable. So whether it's right, wrong, and indifferent, I do believe in accountability on all fronts, not just a black on black thing or a black and white thing.
I got a question for you. Like, do you think, like, when you get to a certain level, once you make a certain amount of money and you reach a certain status, do you think, like, a lot of these celebrities who are pro-black are still out of touch?
Once you make a certain amount of money?
Once you get to a certain level, and you've been at that level for a long time, do you think you become out of touch with what you like, especially with the pro-black thing?
I'm gonna say this: you're out of touch with what's going on in the neighborhoods, in the community. To me, because you out doing your thing, you traveling, especially if you're an artist. You see
the world. You see that you get a different aspect on life.
Yeah, you're not locked into what's going on in the neighborhood when you got a show in London. Make it make sense. So you're going to be out of touch, and that's not a bad thing, but that's just inevitable. That's going to happen.
But to hear somebody like some of these people speak, and they're so out of touch, it's like it's more damning than it is helping. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? Speaking of a nigga like Jay-Z. Jay-Z has been pro-black most of his career, but I think he's out of touch with the black world as it is today because he's a capitalist and because he's been rich for so long.
You don't think you don't have no knowledge of what's going on in the urban?
From a rich nigga perspective, but not from a regular nigga perspective.
Well, can you keep yourself tied into what's going on?
No, I don't think it's possible. And why would you want to? But I don't think it's possible. But with that, it's like you gotta take in consideration the average black person and what they deal with on the daily. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody who's been rich for 10 plus years, I mean, rich, millions on top of millions. I think it's a completely different perspective, and they need to use grace when talking about regular black shit, if that makes sense. I don't know if that even makes sense, but
no, I get what you're saying. Tread lightly.
Tread lightly, because nigga, you ain't been on this block. And even when you come on the block, it ain't like being on the block. It's a rich nigga on the block. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the day-to-day regular life shit, you don't have access to because you are who you are at this point.
Some shit don't leave though. Some things don't leave. Just being in the neighborhood, being from a certain place, being from Detroit, that doesn't go anywhere. I could not be here for 20 years. That feeling of walking down the street, having to look around or be careful before I go in the gas station, that don't go away.
Facts.
You don't lose that. So he still can maneuver, and there's some things about the hood that there's always going to be in there. But the end, I mean, what's going on the day to day, I don't think no knowledge about that to me, or very little.
Very little, definitely very little.
Yeah, very little. But some shit you don't forget, man.
That's true.
I'll speak on the truth in my vantage point, from my vantage point, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not opinionated or it's not subjective. But I owe a service to my audience to speak on things. So when you're saying pro-black, that don't mean you can't speak on black situations.
Of course. Listen, man.
Wow.
One day, there was a time in my life where I felt lonely. Like, damn, nobody understand me. Don't nobody see what I see. And then one day I listened to the Minister Farrakhan, just one of his tapes. And
I like
it was the first time in my life I ever said, wow, somebody.
You know what?
I like Farrakhan. He all right, man.
I've never actually sat down and listened to him. So I wouldn't know.
Yeah, dog, okay. Like,
yeah.
I remember as a kid, like I used to be like, man, I ain't listening to none of that Muslim stuff. But I listened to him one day, then I listened to him again, like, dog, he make a lot of sense. I ain't trying to be on the nation or nothing, but I respect dog. He got some knowledge about him.
I be having those type of conversations with my Uber drivers and shit. Like legitly real deep conversations. It's crazy. We talk about the war. We talk about everything going on. Crazy stuff. The other day, I hop in the Uber. We'll get off work, hop in the Uber. Dude banging his music. He playing his music. It's like a chick. Sound like an opera, but it's in Arabic. I'm like, what's that? He tell me, yo, that's the Quran. I'm like, oh, okay. We start talking about the difference between the Bible and the Quran and everything. Great conversation. Like, pulled up to the crib. We sat out there for about 15, 20 minutes, continuing our conversation. Ended with him giving me a copy of the Quran.
Oh, word?
Like, real talk. Sitting right up here next on the side of the computer. Every now and then, like, I catch a page or two. Like, wow, that's deep as hell. He was telling me, like, how can I put it? He was like, he asked me, was I Muslim when I first, after the conversation was out. I'm like, nah. He was like, you sure? A lot of people are Muslim and they don't know they're Muslim. What you mean? I'm Christian. And he started asking, like, do you believe in the afterlife? Whole bunch of different questions, which was pretty much the Muslim faith. And I'm like, damn, that's deep. But I'm Christian, big dog, but I'll read and understand and learn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that to me, man. I think it ain't nothing wrong with tapping into it and understanding where you're coming from. I can sit and take a look at this and see where it's coming from and what it's about. It doesn't mean I'm a part of it, but I can gain the knowledge. There's nothing wrong with that. Right. So that's the same thing that happened with me, man. I wasn't feeling that stuff when I was a kid, my father was a certain way towards it. But then when I got older, man, I'm like, some of this stuff he's saying makes sense, but it ain't always necessarily had to do with the religion, but some of the stuff.
Yeah, that's one thing about Farrakhan. What I do know is it ain't always a religion conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the stuff he was talking about dealing with yourself, the community, black people.
As a black man, it's some stuff you probably should hear. Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, like I need that kind of shit, bro. Like everything ain't about religion, man. Some stuff is about just being a man, being a person.
Yeah, real talk.
So yeah, my bad. I didn't mean cut y'all. Go ahead though.
Oh, let's go. Man.
Thinks like I think. Somebody sees what I see. So when I say the stuff I say, it's never to say you can't do business with somebody white, Asian, Hispanic, black, whatever. You have to pick your battles. But I'm saying the reason we speak this stuff into existence, the reason I say this stuff on your great platform, because a lot of people watch it, is so maybe somebody can listen to it and realize you're not crazy, because they don't have this type of conversation on platforms that are ran by Hollywood, but it's not just Hollywood. We're talking about there are people who I call human haters. They don't like humanity. Mm-hmm. I got that word from Chuck D, human haters. They don't like humanity. So even if you say something that might help the people, they weed you out and get rid of you. But see, we could say that on this platform as long as it is being allowed to be played. You get what I'm saying? That's why we're saying it. We're saving people just by making them realize, no, you're not crazy. What you see is really happening, because in this world, like if you tune in to ESPN, for example.
I believe in aliens.
I just don't believe Stephen A. Smith is going to say nothing in reality. He has to say what will make his boss happy.
Oh.
See, here's a platform where we don't have to say what will make the boss happy. The boss being you, Cam, because your heart is in the right place in this situation. So you're not really stopping me from speaking freely. But I could not speak like this on a program like ESPN. That's why I've never been on ESPN.
Whoa. Hey, while I have you guys' attention,
all
football fans, I need you to download.
Come at Stephen A. be talking that talk, though. Stephen A. be talking that talk. Dog don't let up. He may not drop a few.
He don't be talking like Corey Holcomb be talking, though. Corey Holcomb.
No, but I mean, everybody can. Corey Holcomb can't talk like he talk, though.
That's true. That's true. That's very true. I don't know, but when you're dealing with a large broadcast like Stephen A's, you got to worry about shareholders, and then you got to worry about advertisers. It's it's different. It's a different
What's wrong with that? I ain't nothing wrong with that.
What you mean? I mean, like you can't say everything you really want to say, because you're dealing with advertisers who may pull their product. You're dealing with shareholders of the company who own your show, who may feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And that's a problem when it comes to money. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a money issue for anything. Anything can be broadcast for the right amount of money, and anything can be shut down for the right amount of money. And depending on who listening and depending on who offended. You offend a certain nationality, you out of here. You offend a certain person from one of those families, your shit will never be shown.
I feel like this, man. I feel like Stephen A., he does have a certain kind of audience and advertisers and all that kind of stuff. But when it comes to certain situations, like positions like that, he got to dance and move. You know what I mean? According to that, I got kids watching this stuff.
You got to, of course.
Like, and sometimes you get in position where you got to change the rules a little. You got to maneuver different. Every job ain't the same. I can't come in here doing what I did over there. It just don't work like that.
Facts.
The bigger pay is going to be, it's more people watching. You want that bigger bag, you got to edit your stuff.
You got to dumb it down.
Yeah, you can't be on there talking
curse words. You can't be out here like that.
I could do what Stephen A. do and get a bigger bag with a little bit of editing, or I could stay in the position Corey Holcomb in. Not bad either, but the pay is way different.
It's what you in there for.
I could literally do that and then still do what Corey Holcomb do. Why not do both?
I don't think it worked that way.
It don't work that way on that platform. You gotta get off that platform.
You can't be on this. You can't be on a network like ESPN or ABC, NBC, and think that in your stand-up comedy on YouTube, you're gonna talk crazy and it ain't gonna transfer over. Like you out of here. That ain't gonna work.
No, you can't talk. You can't talk too crazy. But right. I ain't mad at that. If you pay me, I'll censor myself. It's just as simple as that.
That's it. That's all it is.
There's a choice here to do it and not do it. Offer me the bag, I'll be quiet.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
I can say exactly the same stuff I want to say, just censor a little bit. Don't talk about abortions and stuff. I mean,
just clean it up.
And when you do your stand-up, take their cell phones.
But that's what they paying you to censor. That's the difference. I'm not being. They're paying me to censor it and clean it up and do it for this type of audience. That's what they're paying you for.
Facts.
So there's no issue here.
You're right. I agree.
It's brands, it's partnerships, it's sponsors. That's how ESPN gets paid. First off, it's a public traded company, right?
Hey, me and this nigga can't think alike. I'm just saying. Saying, nigga, you stealing my words, cuz you gotta chill.
So they're not. If they're getting a 7 or potentially 8-figure check from their sponsors, and you're saying something derogatory about religion, politics, abortions, the Bible, we don't want to attach ourselves.
You out of here.
ESPN is funded off the backs of people like you. If it wasn't people like you, I ain't saying this because I'm in your face. I'm saying this because it needs to be said. People like you make ESPN watchable. If it wasn't people like you that they can capture and play on video, nobody will watch it. ESPN is funded off the backs of the people who don't really get what they supposed to get. The people who rich off ESPN are not the people who are creating the content on ESPN. We are the creators of all things people want to watch and see. I'm saying guys like us who stand out. Them people who get the big checks, garbage motherfuckers, spoiled kids. You know who they are. Come on, we ain't got this. We know what it is.
I wouldn't agree with that. The garbage, the spoiled, which is your opinion. What I would say is they understand what comes with me signing this check. I can't, if I feel like, man, fuck Corey Holcomb and everything that nigga stand for.
Right.
Man, listen, next topic. Because if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say it. A lot of people will bypass these hard discussions because number one, they don't understand the game, or number two, they understand it and they're not going to get entangled in the riffraff of what comes with how or what they're going to say. I think the most belittling thing in mainstream TV is for you to speak truth about something and it becomes offensive to somebody else, but it's the truth. And now you're forced to apologize.
Don't that hurt? And you ain't did nothing but said what you supposed to say.
It's real. But this is the reality of what people don't understand, right? Platforms like ESPN, platforms like Fox, platforms like CNBC, platforms like NBC, major platforms, TNT, any major whatever. And it also goes with entertainment or music companies like Sony, Universal, whatever. They have the power to shift people's thinking. They call it propaganda. Okay. So when you have things like words like nepotism, or you have words like sexism, there's a lot of truth behind that. But the storylines, right, is impacted by a producer that's going to tell Stephen A, that's going to tell anybody that's on TV, right? Gail King. It doesn't matter who you are. They're going to tell you what to say or what's hot that you should say. Now, if you go outside of that and you say certain things that you personally believe in, and it may be the truth, you're going to have to recant.
Fuck that. Damn, did I freeze or Floyd freeze? I think there's Poppa on that one. Poppa froze. Not a fucking podcast, your boy Scoop. Poppa Payne.